Blizzards are formed when warm air rises over cold air. There are two ways for that to happen. The first way is when cold air gets pulled from the pole towards the equator. The second way is when warm air gets pulled from the equator to the pole.
Especially on Saturday. Here's the storm right now. It's a rainmaker. In fact, it's more spring-like than winter-like at this hour, producing thunderstorms and a tornado threat on the Gulf Coast. So severe weather threat, but that kind of just gives you an indication for the strength of this storm. It's a very strong jet stream driving underneath this storm system that'll take it over toward the eastern seaboard and then move up the east coast into the cold air.
Damages vehicles, houses, buildings, land. Blocks off roads that people need to go down. Traps you inside of your house from all the snow.
People have died from blizzards, and also sometimes there can be no electricity.
What, you ask, is extreme weather? Well, this is extreme. Thank you. This, too, is extreme weather. Thank you.
That blizzard here in Denver today, Cheyenne to Denver, blizzard warnings, then up in the south, blowing dust the problem.
Blizzard gets tossed around a lot, at least once a winter season, as soon as a big snowstorm's about to hit, and that description is usually wrong. So what is a blizzard, besides a delicious dairy treat from a certain ice cream monarch? I'm Storm Team meteorologist Jason Myers, and blizzards have a very specific, difficult set of criteria to meet before they can be categorized as this type of winter storm, and it has more to do with wind and visibility than it does with snow. According to the National Weather Service, blizzards are winter storms with frequent winds of 35 miles an hour or higher, with falling or blowing snow that reduces visibility to a quarter mile or less. That means it doesn't even have to be snowing for a blizzard to occur, but all these conditions are expected to last for a minimum of 3 hours. If you're unfortunate enough to witness one of these blizzards, stay inside and stay warm. If you're If you're stuck in your car, stay inside, keep it running about 10 minutes every hour for the heat, and make sure the exhaust is clear of snow to avoid gas poisoning.
The question now, it takes a big storm system to cause a blizzard. You need wind. That's one of the keys, and a lot of cold. Temperatures are really supposed to be less than 20 degrees, but in the Intermountain West, the two main criteria is this: sustained winds of 35 miles per hour or frequent wind gusts of at least 35 or more. Plus, you have to have considerable falling snow or blowing snow, which reduces visibility down to a quarter.
The weather changed dramatically. Ship captains off the Atlantic coast became alarmed over a sharp drop in barometric pressure Sunday afternoon and headed for port. The cloud deck over New England began to thicken as two separate storms converged. By midnight Sunday, the storm began to flick its easterly wing at New England. A high-pressure system from Canada, meanwhile, fed cold air into the storm system and held it in place to the west. To the east, another high-pressure system blocked the storm from moving any further. The blizzard of 1888 had begun. In Bridgeport, snow began piling up just after midnight. To the east in New Haven, a blinding snowfall began at about 2:30 a.m. Monday. Within 24 hours, the blizzard would drop 28 inches of snow on the Elm City. Bristol, Danbury, Hartford, Middletown, and all other cities in the state would be covered in a blizzard that by now stretched the imagination.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Science rules.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
T minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.